Taurus, what's going on? Welcome to my channel. I'm very relaxed right now, very docile. I kind of hope that the energy stays that way. Although I did get that Taurus was nailing the coffin shut. So, I don't really know what that means. But, let's see. Rock with me. If it doesn't resonate, don't force it. Whoa. I immediately got the movie Identity. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's a movie with John Cusack, Ray Liotta, and they get stranded at a motel. This was the very first card down. Oh my God, Ringmaster. This motherfucker has been coming up in almost every single one of my readings since I bought these cards. Okay? People who think lives are worth controlling. Little daredevil. Human cannonball. Whoopsies. Yeah, Hall of Mirrors. Lucky Penny. Bear Hug. Then we got Stilt Walker. It's a lot here. Hear Me Roar. Step Right Up in reverse. Okay, right on target. World's Oldest Man. Lost Ticket. Whip Cracker in reverse. Silence is Golden in reverse. Strong Man. And Hold Hands. This is the most these cards I've ever put out. This is a lot of energy. This is like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 cards on the current energy of Taurus. Okay, like that's a lot of energy. So right away, I see this Ringmaster, okay, that clearly does not see the world properly or themselves. Okay, this could be like somebody who looks at themselves in the mirror and sees a monster. Okay, which I actually knew somebody, one of my very first clients that I worked with had, I forget what the phobia is called, but when she looked at herself in the mirror, she saw a monster. Okay, and by the end of the reading, I knew, I had picked up that she was using this as a crutch. She knew how beautiful she truly was, but she chose to look in the mirror with somebody else's eyes when she looked at herself. Okay, so human cannonball, like that's somebody who puts themselves in a human cannonball situation is willing to risk their lives all for entertainment. Okay, so this person that I'm picking up on did not control their life properly. Okay, and I think they squeezed the life out of their luck. Right? Like this person could have been given some money, or they could have been given a lucky streak, or they could have been given an easy road, and they chose to kind of hurt themselves. Okay, so this is a lot of self-damage in somebody, okay? Stilt Walker, Hear Me Roar. It's like this person walked over you, or you needed to walk above people, right? Somebody needed their voice to be heard, okay? But they didn't step up to something, okay? And this world's oldest man, we're right on target to this old ass man lost his ticket. And I think he beat it out of you. Because he was such a strong man. This could have been like a father figure or something. And they took control. Silence is golden. But you can't stay quiet about this anymore. Like somebody is in an abusive role, okay, when it comes to you. And maybe this ringmaster knew that you had problems with yourself, okay? So they could have seen a vulnerable person that couldn't see who they truly were, couldn't see their true natural light and gift to the world. So they, yeah, I almost feel like this person puts you into harm's way. So you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about this guy that I used to know, and he used to be a roofer, and somebody told me that he would shoot nails into the air and try to catch them with his mouth on the way down, on a roof, like 30 feet in the air. And I was like, okay, so what you're telling me is that guy wants to die. Like, he doesn't care if he falls off a roof, because who the fuck would shoot something in the air and try to catch it in their mouth in such a vulnerable and dangerous position? Okay? And this particular person did not see himself clearly. He didn't see the world clearly. He didn't see himself clearly. And he let everybody run his life for him. Okay? And he had, I think he had a lot of luck going for him, and he ruined it all. Right? Because he didn't see the true nature in himself. He let other people be the ringmaster over him and put him into dangerous situations where he just ended up acting a fool to be the entertainment. Okay? So this person has not stepped up in some way. Like, they also could get angry or mad at people because the way that they're being treated, and they don't understand that their friends are really mocking them, and it's like they're making fun of him. And like this particular guy that I'm talking about, everybody in the town made fun of him behind his back. They called him gay. They said he was stupid, he was a loser, he was an idiot, and he was best friends with all these people. Like some people are so disgusting to their own kind that they'll come right up to you and they'll be your best friend. And then they'll turn around and they'll talk shit about you, right? And then they'll come back to you as if they're your best friend and make you act like an idiot, right? Because they're trying to kill you. And you know what? Actually, this is bringing me up. So I was dating this guy for a long time. He was super abusive, super fucking depressive, melancholy all the time, fucking very full of fucking rage, Sagittarius fucking psycho, okay? And I broke up with him and started dating somebody else that he knew. And I couldn't believe this. So I get home from work and I meet up with my boyfriend, and he's like, so listen. And my ex-boyfriend had a brother that my current boyfriend was like friends with. We were in a small town, okay? We were in a very small town. Even though it doesn't even matter how many people are in it. So he goes to me, so-and-so's brother called me today. And right away, red flag came in my mind. And I was like, there's no fucking way that guy should be calling you. Like, why is he calling you? And he goes, well, him and his brother, they want me to go steal this wood chipper. And I go, and they were going to like pay him like $3,000 or something like that to steal it for them because they were arborists. The brothers were arborists, and Adrian, my boyfriend at the time, he just happened to be really corrupt and full of drugs all the time and very vulnerable to people. And I said to him, I was like, that Shane's just trying to get you arrested. Like they don't care about you. Like, they're going to send you on the front line to go and steal something because there's a hidden motive here. He doesn't want you with me. He wants you in jail. And I remember my boyfriend looking at me and being like, that is the most honest to God truth I've ever heard anybody say to me when it comes to me going off and making money. And I was like, well, I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to tell you how it is. They're putting you in harm's way, so then you'll go to jail and you won't be with me anymore. Like, I know that sounds super social, like that sounds so super, what's that word? Superfic. That's all I can say. What's that fucking word? Oh my God. It's like egotistical, okay? That other word I can't say for some reason. This is not coming to my mouth. my dyslexia won't say it, but I could see what they were doing, but he couldn't. Superficial. Okay? Saying that you're friends, but willing to put your friend in a harmful way, so then they'll get arrested or get in trouble and have to step out of the way. Right? That's how humans work. Okay? So this person, okay, who clearly had like full reins over you and what you did, they've become a very old person. Okay, the anger and the resentment that they put on you and that energy that they put on you aged them quite a bit. And it may not show on the surface, but if there is somebody around you that maybe you haven't seen for a little while, then you go and look at them and go like, eesh. Like, were you in a hospice for a while? Like, what the fuck happened to you, right? And it's going to be like, they aged because of, it's like your energy pissed them off. Okay? This person lost the ticket. So they lost your ticket that they stole, clearly. Okay? And whatever this ticket is like, they lost the ticket on your life, basically. Okay, so this whip cracker, silence is golden now. It goes in reverse because this person is now, they can now finally speak out. Something is now being able to speak out because this person that they made a human cannonball, whom they knew never saw themselves correctly in a mirror, so they knew that they could manipulate somebody who already saw themselves as a very fragile person to begin with, right? It's almost like we got strong man and hold hands. It's almost like you got stronger with them. You got stronger and they got older. And you got stronger because that's what happens when you get put on the front line and face death every day, right? You tend to get a lot smarter than other people, right? And I also knew some guy who always tried to kill himself. And he joked about it. He would say like, oh, you can't kill me. Like, I've been set on fire and I've fallen off fucking whatever and I've never died. And I've always kind of thought to myself, like, I don't know if that's a good thing. Like, if you've survived that much, like, are you on borrowed time? Because, like, or are you just trying to conquer something that you know you can't see and you're fragile because you can't see it? People like manly men, you know, they need to know all the answers, even though there are not answers for everything, right? But they have to find them. The ego in them has to find the answer, whether or not they make it up or not, right? And that's one thing I know I realized about my father is my father could never say that he didn't know something. He would just make something up. And when you're dealing with children and you're that much of a coward that you can't even tell your children that you don't know, you just make something up. My sister and I picked up on that. So when somebody asked us something, we tend to just make something up because we don't want to look stupid, because that's what our father taught us. Just to make something up, right? Spare the moment. There's the cops. Man, this is the second neighborhood that I've lived at where it's like every 5 minutes the cops drive by, and it makes me feel really good. I'm like, yo, there's the cops. Oh, yo, cops. Go out on my balcony yelling hootie hoo in the middle of the night. All the drug dealers get back in the building. I love it. Like, cops are ignorant as fuck, but like, whatever. Okay. I said right away, give me this Ringmaster. 9 of Wands. So this Ringmaster was haunted. They were haunted by something. They had their guard up with you. They didn't like you. And I just heard they didn't like the cut of your jib. Like, what are we, in the 60s all of a sudden again? I don't like the cut of your jib. Yeah, I don't like you to begin with. I didn't know this was I like you, you like me. Like, okay. Ooh, Ace of Swords in reverse. This person was dishonest. Okay? They were very dishonest. And they said that they would team up with you. Okay? There's the lie in reverse. They said that they were going to team up with you and they didn't. Okay? They put you at a standstill. Ooh, look at 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. They put you at a standstill. And this was a so-called, like, okay, everybody has their problems, okay? You have your vices, you have the things that you have to work through. That doesn't mean just because you have issues and problems that you're no good, okay? Everybody has issues and problems. And even a master at something, a master craftsman, a master channeler, a master, whatever it is that you're a master at, you're only a master when you can admit that there are still things that you can learn. Because nobody is done learning. I don't care how old you are, how many days you've lived here. Man, like, I used to love it when I would serve, and I would serve old people. And I'm talking like 80s and 90s and in their hundreds, my last job. And I would tell them about stuff, and their eyes sometimes would just light up like, really? You know, and then they would tell me something about life in the 40s or in the 60s, and I'd be like, what? Like, that happened? They'd be like, well, they don't put everything in newspapers, especially back then. You gotta remember everything. And I'd just be like, just locked in on shit that people have to say, because I love learning. I mean, you get an awesome story told by somebody, and like, you'll tell so many people. You know, you find those old hierophants that are just ready to sit down and tell you all about how life was back in the day. Like, yo, those are ancient fucks that, like, you want to sit with, okay? Those are the people you want to be with, right? Ooh, High Priestess in reverse. Oh, no. Okay, so when I did this 6 of Swords, you see how I cut the 6s out? I cut this out, and then I wrote infatuation, won't move on. Okay, so this is the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is always about moving on. Right? It's about getting out of, like, sometimes very choppy waters, going into calm waters. Sometimes it's about taking somebody away with you, getting out of energy, right? But this one I wanted to do in reverse because sometimes it shows that people will not move on. That sometimes they are so infatuated with you, they're so obsessed with you that they can't move on. They can't go live their own life. They don't know what that means. Okay? They're very unhealthy. So this person was like, I'm going to work with you. Okay, I'm going to team up with you. And they ringmastered you, they lassoed you, ringed you around, and turned you into a daredevil because you couldn't see straight. Okay? And this is a Queen of Swords in reverse. This is a High Priestess in reverse. This person had no idea what they were doing. Okay? They didn't think about it. They didn't contemplate it. They saw that they could take your life, and they went, oh, I know better than them. I'm just going to steal it. Anybody that says they know better than you and that they want to take control of your life, do not trust them, because anybody that wants to take control of your life doesn't love you. People that want to see you succeed will support you, not try to take over you. Okay? Totally different situation. Now we got the 6 of Cups in reverse too in your veins. So this person, like, they really, I really think that they tried to get into you. This was some type of infatuation that just didn't seem to work, okay? And there we go, enemy trickster. This person was tricking you into believing that you had to risk your life for something, and it was all a lie, but you didn't see it until you got up on your stilts, okay? You didn't see it until you stood above everybody and yelled, okay? And that was something that maybe you weren't doing, is you weren't stepping up for yourself, right? You weren't stepping in for yourself. You were letting this old ass man, okay, who lost his ticket, keep you silent. And you went, I'm not going to let you keep me silent anymore. So let's get you here with this Stilt Walker. Ooh, Ace of Wands. We've got sparked a creation here. 10 of Swords in reverse, and we've got the Father of Cups also in reverse with suicidal. So I think that this person, like you, obviously, okay, are going to take back your life in a different way than what you thought, okay? This sparks something in you, so then you can finally take all the knives out and all the damage that they did behind your back while working behind the scenes, okay? And, you know, you could have been really suicidal. You could have not been wanting to do this anymore. Like not being able to find you because somebody put you into a position because they didn't like you is, I mean, would be confusing to anybody. Really, right? Anything else for Taurus? You know, and now I'm getting Sex in the City. And anybody that watched Sex in the City, which I didn't watch Sex in the City, I think there's books. Or was it based off of a book? I don't know. Or were there no books? I don't know. But apparently, like, so many people, so many women got obsessed with that show. And when it came out that those women in real life didn't even like each other, those women who were watching it still believed what they were watching was real. Right? Even finding out The Hills was fake. People still wanted to say it was real. Like people are delusional and something that is staring them right in the face that they know is fake, but they're still going to say is real. Like, you're like, how dumb are you? Like, that's a TV show. That's not real. Yes, it is real. It's real people. No. Okay? No. So we got the Ace of Wands, powerful person endeavor. So you got the Ace of Wands that just came up here twice. So I really think that this is going to like spark something in you. What is it going to spark in you? I really want to know. What is this going to spark in you? Ooh, okay. So the Knight of Swords in reverse. So it's almost like it wakes somebody up. Okay? Because for the Knight of Swords upright, I wrote overkill. Okay, overthrow, naive. That's kind of what a Knight of Swords would do in reverse. They would take a lie and really overkill it, really drive it into people, right? Knowing that it's a lie, but they're very convincing because it's a sword and it can hurt, right? So it's like somebody takes this power back. It's like something sparks back into them and they go, wait a second. I think I've been that person that's been this daredevil for this group of people that just wanted to see me get hurt so then they could take something away from me, knowing that I had a powerful golden ticket. I was just being quiet, right? And that's all it is. Like, sometimes people are humble as fuck and they won't say anything. Even if they're being stolen from, they won't say anything because they just don't want to interrupt or disrupt or piss that energy off anymore. They just want it to go away. People just want things to go away, and unfortunately that's not really the case all the time. Like, you do have to stand up for your rights, right? Ooh, I wasn't really expecting this. So we've got the Queen of Wands in reverse with Canadian. So I do feel like you were dealing with a possessed demonic feminine energy. Okay, and that could be the person that was haunted. That's this person that I picked up in the beginning, right? They're haunting. Right? It's about this demonic person has their guard up and they want to hurt people. And that's why they put you on the front line, because they wanted to see if they could kill you. Right? That's how much hate came out of this energy. Probably because they couldn't control you anymore. And one thing that I know for sure is once my stepmother realized that she couldn't control me anymore, and that I was my own person and she couldn't tell me how to dress or, you know, who to date and how to have my apartment and where to move and where to work. Like, she tried to, my stepmother was so evil. She tried to gaslight my whole life. Like, she tried to change everything about me in my 20s because I found out my health was really bad and my everything was declining on me, and she tried to take an opportunity to take over my life. And when I said no, she kicked me out and I had nowhere to go. And she threw a little fucking temper tantrum at the age of fucking 60, trying to tell me she doesn't have anxiety when I watched her have anxiety attacks right in front of me while calling me an asshole. Clearly, if you're having an anxiety attack calling me an asshole, I think there's something wrong with you, because I was just sitting there chill as fuck, right? Like, you know, this person, like, she is a fucking suicidal bitch. Like, my stepmother is possessed with something so evil and so ugly that she bullies the feminines that are in their feminine energy, right? She bullies them, and if you don't take what she says, if you don't take her advice, and she gets pissed off and storms out. The only person she doesn't bully is her son, because her son has kids, and her grandchildren are worth more than anything in this world. So she will not give her son any slack about anything because of those grandchildren. I don't have grandkids to give her. I was never going to satisfy my parents by having kids. Oh, what? So you can suddenly dangle how great of a grandmother or grandfather you're going to be in front of my face when you were never a father or a mother to me, but you want to make up for it and have me give you children so then you can, what? Relive your karma, do it differently so you don't get in trouble for the way that you treated your fucking real kid? No. My parents are evil as fuck. I would never give them a child. And even if I had a child, I would never let them near it. For one, my mother's married to a pedophile, so Lord only fucking knows what she would do with my kid behind fucking closed doors. And my father is a 3-year-old and a 60-year-old body. He talks like a child. He goes, tanka. Oh, he never pronounces anything properly. If he asks you to do something, he takes all of the fucking hard letters out and speaks like a baby to you. And he just wants to be fucking slapped on the bottom by his wife. For his parents' 50th anniversary, he came out dressed as a baby. A baby. My father's a baby, and his wife is a possessed demonic bitch, right? And my first mother was a narcissistic, fucking heartless, fucking soulless woman who just wanted to sell her kids so then she could go marry a pedophile and have a lot of money. When in reality, my stepfather didn't really make any money at all. He worked for Rockburn Brothers Incorporated. He actually moved Britney Spears. Back in the day, he thought he was the fucking man, and he molested all 3 of his kids and me. And people give him so much fucking satisfaction and so much pats on the back because he's such a great guy. And I'm like, what? Because you knew him for 5 minutes out of your life? I lived with that motherfucker for 20 years straight. But I don't know him, right? You do because you met him a few times or every Christmas dinner for a couple years. Like, fuck you. Like demonic, fucking possessed, haunted, I don't care what the fuck you are. Why are you going to hurt other people? Like, because had they had killed you, if they'd really gotten you to hurt yourself so bad that you couldn't reverse out of it, oh, is it going to be a fun and games then? Right? Like, my sister was watching this interview with this psychopath who killed her kids. And she was like, give me the noose. I'll hang. I don't care. I justified why I killed my kids. And then she got in front of the gallows and fucking broke down and wouldn't get up and started crying. Like, it's all tough. You're all tough. And you're all fucking superior until you get in trouble. Until something's staring at you in the face and going, really? Right? People who fuck with people, they don't understand that will come around. Like, and bullies will stand their guard for as long as they can because they know that once they drop their guard, the entire world's going to shit on them for what they did to everybody. Bullies should not exist. And bullies in my mind, I think they come back as somebody's asshole, to be honest. Just saying. Taurus, I hope it makes sense. This is going to spark something in you that I don't think you really knew, that you had control over your life. Because now this stupid queen in reverse can't do it anymore. So tell her to suck it. Piss off. If you want a reading with my potty mouth, you can go to my about section. And my email's there and all my prices. And my email's also at the bottom of this reading. I'm Whitney Moon, and thanks for watching. Peace out.